Right now, I think in Germany, when the wine are made in a dry style, especially with the Riesling, they can actually ask a very, very high price. Alors, in Austria, I think the opportunity is almost everywhere. Every region are doing well. I think it's actually the model for many of the country to follow.
Hey guys, this is Sid here, live from the second day of London Wine Competition, and we are with Eric Zwiebel. He is Master Sommelier out of UK, and we're going to chat about the state of the German wines, Austrian wines, and go deeper into what's going on with those countries here in UK. So Eric, why don't you share your experience and what have you been observing, especially, let's start with Germany first.
What I've seen about German wine in the UK are first, when I came 25 years ago, the German wines were not so much present on the table, and the reason of that it was because for a lot of people German wines were made not in the right quality. It was a lot of I would say pre-ideas of like wine from Liebfraumlich, Blue Noon, Black Towers, a very old generation of people. But what I noticed the last few years are how much this country has made an effort, and especially with the dry side of the wines. And now Germany are quite present in the UK again, and not especially about average wine, but very high quality wines. And most of the top restaurants are present in these wines. It's some suppliers are specialized on German wine, where it was very difficult to believe that possible before. And now Germany are known for Riesling as a red grape, Spätburgunder for Riesling for the white grape, Spätburgunder for the red grape, where it's a Pinot Noir. But because they bring the quality and also infrastructure to bring the quality from village level, from cru, and sometimes even what they call Großgewerk. Some other grape variety are in Germany are started to be also more and more present in the UK market. It's still slow, but Pinot Blanc, Pinot Gris for the white, and for the red, you started to see also some Dornfelder and Trollingers coming up. But it's quite promising.
What kind of restaurants or theme concepts you've seen German wines placed more?
I think definitely with the restaurant has got a kind of high standard of food, and also with so many has a great expertise on it. Because the trouble with German wine, you need to know what you sell. That means you need passionate people know about what they're doing, and you need also to have got a fantastic food that's show even better.
So it's still more of a lot of a hand selling has to happen in educating the German consumer. Except, I mean, Riesling we all know, right? Let's say, but if it was number 2, number 3, number 4 varietal of Germany, do you think it's still a hand selling approach?
It's still a hand selling approach. It need time. The things are in UK, as you know, it's a very open place, and you can sell everything. And if you started to focus just on the one country, you forget the other. That means you need to find the balance with everybody.
True. What about the regions? Like what are, let's say, in 2 or 3 top varietals, apart from Riesling, that you think is a good growth? Like if some producer was making this variety, I think it's a good opportunity. And same goes with the region or sub-region.
For the grape variety, what I find interesting are definitely the Sylvaner as a grape, but especially from the Franken region. Pinot Noir is definitely the one as a red grape work as a high class level, and especially as a place like the Baden area, also some of the Franken, and now also in the Mosel they started to do very well. After the Baden, it's also a very interesting place, because it is a place where even if Pinot Noir and Riesling lead the place, they bring a lot of grape like Pinot Blanc and Pinot Gris as other varietal, and they are coming stronger and stronger all the time.
What are the value wines from Germany at? What are the medium and what are the premium? Where does the Germany category is perceived?
Right now, I think in Germany, when the wine are made in a dry style, especially with a Riesling, they can actually ask a very, very high price because actually the consumption, the domestic market of Germany, bring a lot of people want to know more, and they are ready sometimes to spend 60 or 80 pounds cost price for a dry Riesling because they want to drink dry. For the English market, it's a very complicated site because some people still believe German wine should be lower price, but now they started to become higher and higher, and they become more and more close with the Burgundy price.
On Austria now, right? Similar sort of questions. If you can please help me narrate a story of Austria, how we are, what are the opportunities, and where are the gaps that you think are the opportunities?
Alors, in Austria, I think the opportunity is almost everywhere. Every region are doing well. I think it's actually the model for many of the country to follow because Austria, it's a very tiny place. We speak about 40,000 hectares, 46, sorry. And it is a very great combination between producer, people speak about the wines. They are very dynamic, and I think they are very strong, and they work very hard to get together. Whatever happened in Austria, it looked like they find the solution to get the market and also the domestic and international. Obviously, in Austria, the main white wine grape variety are Grüner Veltliner and Riesling, but you started to see more and more Pinot Blanc, Pinot Gris, Welsh Riesling, and also they started also to blend depending about the place you are. And for the reds, I've got a lot of obviously some Zweingeld, Blaufränkisch, or also Blauburger and some Pinot Noir, and they are really an interesting play. And for example, if you're in Styria, they are very strong with Muscateller and Sauvignon Blanc. If you go to the Thermont region, they've got another grapes called the Rotgipfler. But
is the category growing? Like, have you seen sales grow?
Austria in England is very, very present.
Nice.
And every country, and it's also where I find also interesting with Austria. If now you go to a pub and you see an Austrian wines, you can be almost sure the quality is there and value for money as well.
And one of the things that a lot of times winemakers or the artists basically whom are making don't speak English when it comes to, let's say, non-English speaking countries, at least the small and medium sized sort of family wineries. So what are the tips they can use, or how are they communicating or doing their market work when they come here?
But I think
or am I wrong?
No. Austria, Germany usually are very educated to learn another language because they are very disciplined and they do well. But I think the key factor for Austria, it's because the Wine of Austria as an organization are extremely strong and they are very dynamic, and they make sure everybody work together, everybody find his place.
Nice.
And I think for me it is definitely the country where the enthusiasm and the consistency about how to bring the wine from bottom to the top restaurant or the top place where you can buy wines, Austria is doing all the time great.
Nice. One last one on other parts of, let's say, Eastern Europe or other regions where we've not touched base, but do you think one or two where really good growth is happening, and what do you expect in 2024?
A place where I think it's all the time impressive as the quality, but you almost doesn't see any wines here in England, and it's maybe the only country where we're struggling to find whatever we want. It's Croatia. Croatia has got an impressive collection of grape variety, but also an impressive number of people work with the wines and make very high quality. The only trouble are they sell everything almost domestically because Croatia is a very huge venue for tourism. They doesn't need really to send the wines to another place to sell to be sold. That's mean it's a shame because I think they are got really a lot to show it. After, I think a country has got a huge potential and coming up nice and slowly. It's Hungary.
Hungary?
It has been all the time very present. But we know all the sweet wine from Hungary, and now you started to see more and more dry wines from different varietal, and the red are coming up as well. And I think they are in the process to come more and more close to the English table and the English industry.
Cool, nice, Eric. Anything else? Any other remarks or any observations? If a supplier did a 2-minute, consulting with you, just 2 minutes, let's say, any advice you would give from this regions on how to approach UK market?
The UK market look very open. I think you just need to find the right contact. But the people here are very open, and I think it's definitely the best and most interesting market in the world, because the chance we have here in England, it's first, it's not a big producer country. It has been all the time a continuity about the Commonwealth to keep the relation, and the English today drink everything, every quality, every type of wine. It's not actually difficult to come in England and to make contact. It's not easy for another country to do what they do here.
That's very true. It's always been open for diversities, and it has been tasting wines from different countries for many, many years before other markets have become more international. But you're right. I think that means, I think the opportunity is there, and I'm sure it's just, as you said, like people like Austria are winning on the hard work, perseverance, and adjusting the market.
Exactly.
So I think that's our takeaway here.